By the way, my guy, what would you say are the most important things to learn for Ed? I'm around 1400 MR, roughly each rank, and try to get better. I figured I use the projectiles barely since I cannot figure out the right feel for it. Alright, so personally, in my opinion, speaking on a projectile, unless you're in a projectile war, I wouldn't really rely too much on shield into fireball because technically it's too slow, right? So at the range that you would probably want to throw fireball, right, is too slow. In my opinion, I feel like by the time you do this and then you do the follow-up, 9 times out of 10 the opponent might jump. I would rather just throw light flicker around this range or even medium flicker, and you'll get more bang for your buck, because if this catches punish counter or counter hit, is either going to knock down or cause a crumble, you get a follow-up. So of course, if you're going against like Gal or Kuma, you want to try and contest the fireball with the shield and then throw your own fireball back for the follow-up, or even throw EX shield if you feel like they about to throw an EX fireball, and then throw a slow one just to close the distance. So I wouldn't rely too much on that, but looking at it from range to range, if you're within mid-range, then standing medium kick will be your best friend. Roundhouse, light flicker, which is not supposed to be level 1. Light flicker. Then of course, if you're outside of light flicker range, you got medium flicker, which is slightly more range. And of course, you got the mind games for if you think they go jump, mixing it up, stepping in, stepping out, playing with the drive meter. Ed is a mid-range mind game. As long as Ed is sitting mid-range and he's controlling the spacing, you're playing Ed. So if you ever feel like you can't get in or you can't open somebody up, that's cool. You know, just sit back, chill, be a pest, poke them. They'll do something sooner or later that's going to force them to have to take a risk. His dry rush is pretty good. I'm still trying to figure out how I want to incorporate dry rush at times, because I watch players like Lashar and he dry rush very so often. Yeah, dry rush is still something I'm trying to incorporate a little bit better, but slowly trying to figure it out. And of course, if you're a little bit within close to slight mid-range, you got crouching light, which is a good button. It's actually his best light. It reaches the furthest. Standing light and crouching light are pretty short. I wouldn't rely too much on these to try and start something. Crouching light is real good. It goes into itself again for a counter hit confirm. So realizing that is going to be strong also. But yeah, as far as anti-air go, of course his DP is 10 frames, so it's not the best in the game. But so if you feel like somebody's jumping on your lot, don't feel bad. It's a thing with Ed. Even if you watch a high-level Ed player, he will get jumped on more than he would probably like also, especially with Cammy. Yeah, that's actually something we kind of struggle with. He can DP, you can get it off, but it's not the best. But hopefully that gives you some insight on Ed. He's definitely not a pick up and go character in my opinion, because he has a lot to offer with buttons, tether mind games, holding tether, looking for DI, you know, backstepping when you think they about to drive impact, debate that, punish it. So quick guide.